Did you know there are habits you do every day, sweet, seemingly harmless, that are silently wrecking your health? An internist in California once pointed out, many people over 65 have no critical illnesses, but are hospitalized for the very small things they thought were harmless. These words are not meant to scare you, but for you to understand, health after 60 isn't a matter of fate, but lies within your daily choices. This isn't just some far-off story. Linda, 72, living in San Diego, was once very healthy, but after taking over-the-counter cold medicine, she had a severe reaction leading to acute liver failure. Her doctor explained if she had come in sooner or asked for advice, the outcome would have been different. The most heartbreaking part isn't the incident, but knowing it was completely avoidable. The question is, how many of us are making similar mistakes every single day without even realizing it? The thing is, after age 65, the body no longer reacts as quickly. A sleepless night, a meal full of preservatives, a moment of inactivity. These small things become the final straw. It's not because you are weaker, but because the body needs to be listened to more closely, cared for more carefully. And unfortunately, many people only realize that when it is too late. The good news, no one needs to change their entire life overnight. As long as you spot it early and adjust little by little, the right way, you can absolutely maintain your health, independence, and your joy in life. In today's video, I'll share 5 common mistakes older adults often make, from self-medicating to ignoring strange body signals, to a lifestyle of poor sleep, processed foods, and inactivity. Each seems small, but can trigger major consequences. If you have ever asked yourself, why am I always tired when I have no serious illness? Then the answer might lie right here. Stay until the end, because the last point, while the easiest habit to overlook, is the very thing silently shortening your life. And if you find this necessary for yourself or a loved one, a like and subscribe ensures you won't miss our next insightful content. Now let's begin. Warning 1, self-medicating without advice. Have you ever bought cold medicine, headache pills, or stomach medicine at the pharmacy without asking a doctor? If so, you are not alone. But this is the very habit silently trapping millions of older adults in a dangerous cycle because they think over-the-counter medicine is harmless. You know, your body after age 65 no longer processes medicine like it did at 40 or 50. The liver is weaker, the kidneys don't filter as fast, and the heart is more sensitive to the smallest side effects. But the scary part is you don't see those changes until it's too late. Margaret, 75, in Sacramento, had frequent shoulder pains, so she bought ibuprofen at her local pharmacy. For 6 months, she took it daily without a checkup. One morning, she felt dizzy and fainted in the bathroom. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed a severe stomach ulcer and acute kidney failure, all from long-term overuse of painkillers. A doctor said something I'll never forget. Over-the-counter medicine is only safe when you know exactly what you're doing. Otherwise, it's a double-edged sword. Many older adults think, I only take a little, it should be fine. But a little dose for a young person can be too much for an older one. Even seemingly harmless drugs like allergy pills, cough medicines, or multivitamins used incorrectly can still cause an irregular heartbeat, dizziness, low blood pressure, or temporary memory loss. And do you know what's even more dangerous? It's when these drugs interact with prescription medications you take every day. One cough drop can nullify the effects of your diabetes medicine. One calcium supplement can block your osteoporosis medication. But what's the good news? You don't need to give up everything. You just need to consult your doctor or pharmacist each time you want to buy a new medicine, even an over-the-counter one. Bring a list of current medications to your appointments so your doctor can check for risky interactions. And if your body feels different after taking a new drug, even just a dry mouth, fatigue, or drowsiness, don't hesitate to stop and ask. Your health shouldn't be a guessing game. Every pill, however small, can be an opportunity to heal or a risk that makes you sicker. So starting today, if you have a habit of buying medicine without professional advice, please stop. Ask one simple question. Is this medicine truly right for me? And let a professional answer it for you. Warning 2, ignoring your body's unusual symptoms. There is something I often hear older adults say, It's probably just a little fatigue or a good night's sleep will fix it. But sometimes that very mild fatigue is an alarm bell, and one you should not ignore. One of the most common mistakes after age 65 is downplaying the body's unusual symptoms. A fleeting chest pain, a rapid heartbeat for no reason, a feeling of dizziness, numb hands, or unexplained nausea. All are easily dismissed with a casual, "It must be something I ate." The story of Thomas, 69, from Arizona, is a heartbreaking example. One morning he felt a slight pain in his left chest while making coffee. The pain lasted about 10 minutes, then vanished. He thought it was from slight exertion. 2 days later, he had a sudden heart attack in his kitchen. Luckily, he received prompt emergency care, but his doctor was clear. If you had come in at the first sign of pain, you might not need this pacemaker now. You see, after age 65, your body no longer signals with obvious symptoms. Instead, all signs become fainter, easily mistaken for just signs of aging. In fact, persistent aches, unexplained fatigue, unintentional weight loss, frequent insomnia, or even personality changes can all be early signs of heart disease, diabetes, thyroid disorders, or even cancer. No one understands your body better than you. Therefore, every change, however small, deserves to be heard. Don't hesitate to see a doctor because you're worried about being a bother or making a fuss over nothing. Doctors don't want you to come when the illness is severe. They want you to come before it is too late. You can start with simple actions. Note any strange symptoms in a health journal. Monitor your blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight weekly. And if you notice anything unusual lasting more than 3 days, that's your cue to schedule an appointment. Don't let complacency cost you your longevity. Life after 65 is a precious time, a time when you deserve to be healthy and at peace. And that begins with listening to your body, every little signal. Remember, the earlier you catch something, the better your chances to live long, live healthy, and live independently. Warning 3, not getting enough sleep and at the wrong times. You might have thought that after retiring, sleep is a matter of whatever you want. Staying up late watching TV, waking up late, then napping in the afternoon. It sounds comfortable, but the truth is, sleep after age 65 isn't just time to rest. It's a deciding factor for your quality of health and longevity. Your body, after a lifetime of work and service, needs regular deep sleep more than ever to regenerate, recover, and keep all organs running smoothly. But here's the paradox. The older you get, the harder sleep can be. And feeling nothing is urgent, many people ignore it, living with restless nights and frequent waking, then trying to compensate with long, drawn-out naps. A geriatric specialist in New York once explained, "Sleep after 65 is like a natural supplement. If used regularly, on time, it slows aging, protects the heart, enhances memory. But if you skip it, the consequences come very quickly." The story of Ricardo, 73, is a perfect example. He often stayed up until 1 a.m. watching his favorite shows, then woke at 9 a.m., ate late, and was inactive. After a while, he began feeling a rapid heartbeat, became forgetful, irritable, and was always tired despite not doing anything strenuous. At his checkup, his doctor found no serious illness, concluding, "Your body is exhausted from a lack of a regular sleep schedule." You know, irregular sleep disrupts your biological rhythm, the system that controls every function in your body, from hormone production, stabilizing blood sugar, to restoring memory and regulating emotions. Sleeping late and waking late prevents your brain from producing enough melatonin, a hormone essential for deep sleep and your immune system. And that not only makes you tired, but also increases the risk of memory decline, high blood pressure, and even a stroke in your sleep. Fortunately, you can change this with very simple things. Set a consistent bedtime, ideally before 10 p.m., and wake up at a fixed time, even on weekends. Limit blue light from televisions and phones after 9 p.m. Instead, you can read a light book, sip a warm herbal tea, or listen to relaxing music. If you often wake up at night, don't turn on bright lights or walk around much. Try deep breathing, gently rubbing your feet, or listening to soft rain sounds. Your body can relearn how to sleep if you are patient and give it proper attention. Sleep is a big deal. It is the most powerful natural medicine you have. It costs nothing, has no side effects, but has the power to save your cardiovascular system, brain, and spirit. If you're finding this helpful, let me know by dropping a 3 in the comments. And if you haven't already, hitting that subscribe button and bell means you won't miss our next video. Your support truly helps us create more content like this. Warning 4. Eating too much processed food. Have you ever opened the fridge, grabbed a sausage, some instant noodles, or reheated a frozen meal and considered it a quick fix? If your answer is yes, you are not alone. After 65, when appetite decreases and cooking feels like more work, many older adults switch to ready-to-eat or heat-and-eat meals. It sounds convenient, but these convenient foods are a silent enemy to your health. A nutritionist in Cleveland once said, "Processed food is like a beautifully wrapped but empty box. It makes you full, but it does not nourish you." What is worrisome is how familiar these foods are. Cured meats, sausages, canned meat, soda, white bread, pre-fried items, instant noodles. All contain high levels of salt, saturated fat, preservatives, and very little fiber. Things that after 65, your body can't eliminate as quickly. James, 70, who lives alone in Chicago, used to have a cold-cut sandwich and a can of soda every morning. For lunch, he would just reheat canned food. After 3 years of that diet, he was diagnosed with hypertension, high cholesterol, and early-stage chronic kidney disease. When his doctor asked about his eating habits, he admitted, "I just thought as long as I ate my meals, I was fine." The reality is, when you eat too much processed food, you not only ingest 2-3 times the recommended salt, but you are also severely lacking in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, the things that protect your heart, kidneys, brain, and fight aging. Your digestive system becomes sluggish, blood sugar levels fluctuate, fat builds up in your liver and arteries, and your risk for stroke or diabetes rises accordingly. But this doesn't mean you must start from scratch or become a chef every day. You just need to change one thing at a time. For example, instead of a sausage, try boiling an egg. Instead of instant noodles, make a bowl of oatmeal with walnuts. Instead of soda, try water with a few lemon slices and mint sprigs. These choices are simple, affordable, and help your body feel lighter and healthier each day. And if you need inspiration to change, remember this. Every meal you choose is a silent conversation with your future health. You can choose immediate convenience, or you can choose long-term stability. Health doesn't come from being full. It comes from eating right, the right things, in the right way, at the right time. Warning 5. Daily inactivity. Here is a truth many people don't want to admit. After 65, your body often declines not because of age, but because of sitting too much. Inactivity isn't just not exercising. It's also sitting and watching TV all day, lying down after lunch, or just walking around inside and thinking, "That's enough." But your body, after all these years of serving you, was not designed to be still. It needs to be stretched, bent, twisted, and walked every day. Richard, 76 in Florida, was very healthy until he moved in with his son. With his needs met, he gradually felt there was nothing he needed to do. He only walked a few steps a day, and the rest was spent resting. After just 4 months, his legs felt weak, his balance was off, and he fell in the bathroom trying to stand up. His doctor found no major illness, saying only, "Your body is gradually breaking down simply because it's not being used." You know, when you don't move, your muscles shrink, circulation slows, lung capacity diminishes, and your digestive system becomes sluggish. This not only makes you feel tired, but also increases your risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and even depression. These diseases don't appear overnight. They accumulate every day you sit more than you walk and lie down more than you stand. The most dangerous part is you don't feel it immediately. No pain, no ache. But one day you find you can't climb a step, standing to cook for 30 minutes hurts your back. Or worse, you need help just to go out. Fortunately, you can, again, change this without a gym. You just need to start moving. Walk around the house every hour. Do a few gentle stretches in the morning from your bed. Water the plants. wash a few dishes, bend your arms, rotate your shoulders while watching TV. It sounds simple, but if you do it consistently, your body will slowly regain its lost energy and strength. Physical therapists call these movements non-prescription medicine. Every movement, every step you take is a small pill that helps you maintain balance, protect your joints, improve circulation, and preserve your memory. More importantly, it gives you independence, the most precious thing in old age. So if you're still sitting while watching this, please stand up when it's over. Stretch your arms, rotate your neck, walk a few laps around the house, not to be an athlete, but to keep yourself free, independent, and not dependent on anyone. We've just gone over 5 habits that seem harmless, but are silently threatening your health every day. From self-medicating, ignoring your body's unusual signals, to disordered sleep, a diet of processed foods, and the inactivity that creeps in day by day. The real danger isn't that you've made these mistakes. It's that if you keep ignoring them, these habits will silently eat away at the health, spirit, and independence you deserve to enjoy in the years ahead. But what's the good news? You don't need to redo everything from scratch. You don't need to change your life overnight. You just need to realize one thing. You can start over, today, with one small step. And that small step could be the reason you live longer, healthier, and more peacefully. So I invite you to take a moment right now to ask yourself, which of these 5 habits am I repeating? Has my body been sending signals recently that I have ignored? Today, what is one thing, however small, that I can change? Maybe you'll choose to sleep 30 minutes earlier, or take 300 more steps, or simply put the sausage back in the fridge and boil an egg instead. Small changes, when done consistently, are the solid foundation for an independent and dignified old age. Let your health be the gift you give yourself, not something you trade for temporary convenience. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's one thing you learned today, or one change you plan to make? Your story might be the motivation someone else needs to see. And every comment, even just a quick one, lets me know these videos are making a difference. If you found this valuable, giving it a like and subscribing would mean the world. It helps me continue creating meaningful content for our community of people who want to live more mindfully and healthily. Thank you for sticking with me to the very end. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue our journey of taking care of ourselves, starting with the simplest things.